Hi guys, so I'm here to do Chase's 7 and 8 month update. He is 8 months now. He's 8.5 months now actually. I am dropping the ball a little bit with his updates, but that's alright. At least I'm still getting them done. Sometimes they'll probably just be combined months, and I don't even know if I'll keep making them monthly after his first birthday. I'll probably just make them sporadically whenever there's like stuff to update on. But yeah, he is 8.5 months now, and I totally missed his 7-month update, so this is his 7 and 8 month update. And he's sitting in the chair next to me. All my other updates, I had him like on my lap and I was holding him, but he is all over the place now, and I was sure that he wouldn't sit still for me to talk to you for as long as this video is going to take. So that's why I have him in his chair, so he can't go anywhere, but he can still be in the video and we can still look at his cute little face, right? Yeah. Because mommy likes to see your little face. When I go back and watch these, I like to look at you. Yes, I do. But anyway, I don't have notes on my phone like I usually do, but I do have a picture that I posted on Instagram, and I wrote a whole bunch on that picture. So I'm going to open that up and just kind of recap what I wrote on there, just for my own records and for you guys if you don't follow me on Instagram. But you should if you have Instagram. How many times can I say Instagram in a minute? So he's crawling now. He started crawling a couple days after he turned 7 months, and now he's just all over the place. He's a really good crawler. He's also pulling himself up on everything, on the coffee table, on couches, on the gate that we have in the living room. We had to like gate off the entire living room to block him from the TV stand and the fireplace, which is not working too well. He can still get to the fireplace, so we got to figure out something else there. But he likes to pull himself up on the gate and just like shake it back and forth, which that's fun. He is on solids now. We started solids with him around 6 months, and he was doing kind of good. We were like trying out different foods, and he would eat a little bit here and there, but over the past like month or so, I guess maybe like 3 weeks or so, so I guess that's almost a month, he has like an aversion to food now. Like he doesn't like eating anything. He's mostly just breastfeeding like every 2 hours, and every 2 to 3 hours, I guess. And all the food that I try to give him, he just does not want to eat it at all. Like he won't even open his mouth hardly. If I'm lucky, he'll open his mouth for like a split second and I can just get the spoon in there really quick, but he'll like spit everything back out. He makes faces at everything. He makes like this grunting noise whenever I like get close to him with the spoon, pushes away from the chair. He just is not into the food at all. No. Yep. Make the noise. There we go. There's the noise. Yep. And I've tried like different consistencies, like making his purees like a little bit thicker. I've tried giving him like little bits of food that I'm comfortable with him, that I'm pretty sure he won't choke on, like I feel fine giving it to him. I'll give him those little pieces of food and he just spits it right back out. I even got these for him, the puffs, thinking that those might be something that he'd be interested in, but he's not. He picks it up with his fingers, he plays around with it. He has yet to put one in his mouth on his own, but I'll put it in his mouth and he just immediately spits it back out. So yeah, the food thing is not going too well, and I don't know, I'm not too concerned with it because I know they say that like, what do they say? Solids before 1 is just for fun. That's like the little rhyme or whatever. So I'm not too concerned with it. He's still breastfeeding. He's still doing well, I guess. I mean, he looks like he's doing well to me. And I'll mention it at his next doctor's appointment, which is in a couple weeks, and we'll see what the doctor thinks. But yeah, I don't really know what happened. We were doing okay with the solids. He never really ate very much of the solids, but now he's just not eating like anything. Besides breastfeeding, obviously. What else? He started making the B sound, so pretty much all day long. When he's like really happy, he'll just be like ba 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 ba, right? Blah 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 blah. That's the noise you make, yeah. So he's got the B sound down. No other sounds really besides screaming. He's started to scream really loud when he's really excited, especially when he's in his jumperoo. And when Madison is home, she will like ask me to put him in his jumperoo, and then she'll jump around to like music or something, and he'll go crazy and he'll start screaming. And yeah, that's kind of how they play it together right now, I guess. They just both go psycho jumping. And he has a really loud scream. Oh, I totally forgot to mention like how much he weighs and length and all that. I'm pretty sure he's about 21 pounds right now. Last time I weighed him was like 2 weeks ago, and he was like 20 and a half, so it's probably somewhere between 20 and a half and 21 pounds. I don't know how long he is right now. I'll find out at his next doctor's appointment. And size 4 diapers and size 12 months clothes. Mostly, although this is size 9 months. All his long sleeve onesies and stuff are size 9 months, but they don't button. Like, I just put them on him like shirts. Yeah, 9 month stuff doesn't fit him anymore. Alright, so I noticed that my camera wasn't recording and I don't even know where it stopped recording, so I'm just going to jump back in and hopefully I can edit this to make it make sense. But I know I was talking about co-sleeping, and co-sleeping is not going too great anymore. He wakes up a lot through the night to comfort nurse, and I don't know, he's not sleeping well, I'm not sleeping well, Craig isn't sleeping well, nobody's sleeping well. So we're going to be trying to get him into his own bed soon. One big problem with the co-sleeping is that when he wakes up, there's nothing to contain him into his own bed, obviously, because he's either in our bed or he's laying in his bed, but it's open to our bed because the rail isn't up. We have it set up as like a big co-sleeper right now, basically. So when he wakes up, he immediately just sits up in bed and starts crawling for stuff, and he could just fall right out of the bed. So even when he goes to bed, we're still like on watch. We're still watching the monitor constantly. We can never really like relax after he goes to sleep or really get into anything. Like, we can't really get into watching a TV show or something because we never know when he's going to wake up, and we can't even give him like a few minutes to kind of settle himself back to sleep because he'll just start crawling and he'll probably just fall right off the bed. So as soon as he wakes up, we have to like bolt up the stairs and try to get him back to sleep, which is bad for the reason I just said, because it's like it interrupts like our nighttime together, but also like he never has a chance to try to soothe himself back to sleep or try to get himself back to sleep on his own. So yeah, that's not good either. So yeah, basically co-sleeping is not going well anymore. Nobody's getting any sleep, and we're just both kind of over it. Even though it is cute, like I do like cuddling with him when I do go to sleep and throughout the night and stuff, when he has his good nights, because some nights he does have good nights and he'll only wake up maybe once or twice, and those times it's fine. I'm like, oh, it's so cute, I love co-sleeping. But the nights where he's waking up, you know, 6-8 times, I'm just like, in the morning, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm so done with co-sleeping, we need to get you in your own bed. So yeah, we're going to be trying to get him his own bed soon, and we're going to be trying a more gradual method. I was looking into the Ferber method and trying that, but we kind of feel like it's too big of a jump from what we're doing right now to what we would have to do with the Ferber method. So we're going to be trying a more gradual approach, and if it goes well, of course, I'll make a video and let you guys know what we did and, you know, how it worked for us and all that kind of stuff. Pray for us that it goes well, because I am anxious to get him in his own bed, but I'm also like dreading that too because I feel like it's going to be hard. He has pretty dry skin on the top of his head. I've been putting coconut oil on it like twice a day. I'll put it on like in the afternoon, which I have to do after this video. I was putting it on after I fed him in the afternoon, like his lunch or whatever, but I cut out that. Did I mention that? We were doing solids 2 times a day, and I dropped it down to 1 because it was just like such a waste of time because he wasn't eating anything. We were like wasting food. So I figured I'd drop it down to 1 until he starts eating more. Then we'll bump it back up to 2. But I was putting the coconut oil on his head after I cleaned him up from lunch, and then I'll put it on like before bed. And I don't know, it doesn't seem to really be working too well. So that's another thing. That's another thing I will ask his doctor about at his next doctor's appointment. As far as napping goes, he's taking between 2 and 3 naps a day. He's not a very good napper. His naps are usually pretty short. The longest he'll nap for, actually, that's not true. His morning nap can be really good, like 2 to 2.5 hours. If he's napping on me, like if I just let him sleep on me, he'll sleep a long time. But if he's sleeping on his own, he'll sleep for like an hour, maybe an hour and a half if I'm lucky. But he takes all his naps on the floor in the living room. I just lay a blanket down on the floor and I'll nurse him or rock him to sleep, and then I'll just very carefully just like lay him down on the floor. And yeah, so that's where he takes his naps. That's where it's easiest for me. I don't want to put him in the bed because then I can't see him upstairs. And yeah, the floor is just the easiest place for me to put him. I was putting him in his pack and play for a little while, or trying to get him to sleep in his pack and play. Sometimes I would be lucky, but for the most part, as soon as I would bend over and try to lower him into it, he would just wake up. So it was easier for me to just crawl down on the floor, like squat down and just put him down on the floor really carefully without waking him up. So yeah, but I would like to get him napping in his crib soon too. And I don't know, I can't think of anything else really, to update on. He is a really happy baby for the most part. Right now he's getting tired, so yeah, I'm gonna have to put him to sleep. He's really happy, he's always smiling, he's always laughing. Yeah, right? You're a really happy baby. Are you a happy baby? Yeah, you are. If you guys have any questions on anything, or if I forgot to talk about anything, just of course leave it down below in the comments. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, this little update on Chase. Oh, big yawn! Big yawn! And yeah, I will see you guys all for my next video. Bye guys.